And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today we've got an NFC South matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Tampa. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. To the air right away is Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And right away he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Buccaneers nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush your passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
This is fielded at the 27. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Batted at the line and intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. First down, and they'll start with Algier. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion or would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
On first down, Brady. This one taken in by Otten. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Bucs at 11-4 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
On second down, here's Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. To throw is Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead. The point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Fournette, a first down carry. Oh, good move at the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
It makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them. If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Here's Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
2 things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Joe Tryon in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now Watson throws another interception. Such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
They'll give Ford out another crack. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers are able to add on to their first half lead. The extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine. I
guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback. And
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing on second and long. Watson. They're going deep for Hill. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
They're going deep for Hill. And now here's another interception. Carlton Davis picks it.
Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Fournette once more on second down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Again, it's Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bucs have got it on cruise control. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
It's still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense. When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Give downs here from the shotgun to the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
This one fielded at the 5.
And a nifty return there all the way. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll run here with Algier. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Algier again. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons are able to at least get one score back. Koo able to connect on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Up the gut, Fournette. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
2 yards the loss, second and 12. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Now Brady. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Well, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Algier going straight ahead.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Third and goal from the 6. They'll try to run with Algier. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
John Mechie.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
97 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
Fournette.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll look to throw.
Caught left side by Mechie. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
Algier now up the middle.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
It's Devin White, the linebacker. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He sets to fire deep.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. They'll look to throw again.
Right side complete to Mechie.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
He'll drop to throw.
Repeated the last play, going to Mechie here.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Koo, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing now is Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
That's taken on the 25. Powers through him. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but this...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understand